Alex Perlman here with head coach Tom Collen of Razorbacks women's basketball. 10-0 on the season as we get ready for yet another game. This is Tulsa right here at home. Coach, it was a tough one last year. This is, again, not going to be another pushover, and we've seen a pretty difficult non-conference schedule so far.
Well, it's a rivalry game. You know, we decided to start this series back up. They used to play Tulsa every year. For years and years, and the game went away for a while. But, you know, we got it jump-started again. We started the series over there last year, went to overtime with them. Probably were lucky to escape, you know, in that game. And to their credit, you know, they went on and they had a great year. They rallied and had a great season and went to the NCAA tournament. So, you know, we were glad that we got this thing going. We know that they're going to be very, very competitive. They want to come over here. I'm sure they probably with them being in the NCAA tournament and us not being in, they probably feel like they're the better team. You know, it doesn't matter whether we're 10-0. So hopefully they're going to give us a good game. That's what we want. We really want good competition at this point.
And so far we have seen some pretty good competition, a win over Kansas on the road, of course, and really a pretty close one when you look at it on Saturday. Northwestern State really gave you guys a little bit of a run for your money.
Well, they tested us defensively, I thought. And we knew that they would. They run a lot of Princeton-style offense, and they read very, very well. They make good backdoor cuts. They pop to threes. They really executed, and they got the ball to their top scorers. And we didn't do such a great job against them defensively. You know, we kind of hung on and survived more than anything else. You know, we played fine offensively. We made the shots that we had, but it was kind of a low possession game, I think, because they kind of ground us down on the defensive end and took a lot of time off the clock, and so it was fairly low scoring, but still a good game for us. You know, I look at the stat sheet, and we made the three pretty well. We 20 assists and 13 turnovers, out rebounded them. So a lot of things to feel positive about, I think.
Defense is certainly one of them. On the whole, the rankings came out again yesterday, and Arkansas is still number one in scoring defense, averaging 43 points given up per game. That's over four more, I should say, better than what South Carolina is doing. So that is something certainly to be proud of, I think, for your team. Your defense has been great. Now give us a little bit of a preview here against this Tulsa team. Maybe a little bit different than last season, but again, you see them a lot now.
Well, they lost their starting point guard, Lee Mayberry's daughter, who a lot of people were aware of Lee when he played here, one of the triplets, and they lost their starting post player, but they returned everybody after that. So I think they have every reason to believe that they can compete and maybe win their conference. They have kids that played on that team that we beat over there that probably want a little bit of revenge. Even though they lost their best post player, they got a couple strong kids. They work really hard. They post up like SEC kids. They might not be quite as big, but they're as aggressive as what SEC post kids are. So, you know, that'll be a good challenge for us. You know, and like I said, I think they're going to come over here with upset on their minds and feeling pretty good about themselves. So should be good competition. We're going to have to play well, and you know, we're coming in a stretch. It's like I think our third game in 7 days. And before that, we played 5 games in like 9 days or something. So, you know, we're wearing down just a little bit before finals. So, but we don't want it to be about survival. We want to keep playing good basketball.
Thankfully, you got a 10-day break after that as well, Coach. Thanks so much for the time. Best of luck tonight against Tulsa.
All right, thanks.
All right, for head coach Tom Collen, I'm Alex Perlman. Hope to see you out here tonight at Bud Walton Arena again. 7 o'clock tip-off. We're here for Razor Vision.